Speaking of masks, they will now be required on the beaches and Boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach. And joining us live now this morning is the mayor of Rehoboth Beach, Mayor Paul Kuhns. Mayor Kuhns, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, when this initially came out a few days ago, a lot of people were like, wow, wearing a mask on the beach. Tell us how you came to this decision to mandate that people have face coverings, not only on the beaches, but as well as on the boardwalk.
Well, the governor has mandated here in Delaware to have masks in all public places, especially when you can't social distance. We had the formal requirement of having a mask on the boardwalk, but requested a recommendation of masks on public streets as well as the beach. But so far, recently, with the crowds of visitors coming as the summer has gotten more crowded, it's been more and more difficult to see that many people with masks. And so we decided as commissioners to take it to the next level and require masks everywhere in town as well as on the beach.
Certainly a big step to help keep people safe there, but how difficult do you think it may be to actually enforce this mandate?
I think this is always going to be a difficult enforcement issue. However, we've already seen, it went into effect yesterday evening, but even yesterday when the announcement went out, we've already seen people in the neighborhoods, on the boardwalk, walking around town, wearing it more often. And so it will be difficult to enforce, but I think now that we're out there with a consistent word, people will pay attention and comply.
All right. Well, as you know, of course, Governor Carney has ordered that beach bars in Delaware that they be closed this holiday weekend, which usually is a huge weekend for businesses. So obviously this is going to apply to your town. Just curious your thoughts about that.
Well, I think it's necessary, especially what we've seen around the country with these larger gatherings. Bars tend to have larger gatherings, people standing around, sitting at the bar, local parties like that. And I think this, at least in our area locally, this is where we're having some outbreaks in the last week or so. So I think it's a good thing from his perspective to go back to phase one with the bars being closed, although the restaurant's still open at phase two levels. And I think it'll be difficult for the businesses, but I think for the health and safety of our community and our visitors, it's something that has to be done.
And speaking of outbreaks, Delaware health officials encouraging people who live in Rehoboth Beach or who have visited recently to get tested for COVID-19 because of some recent positive cases there. What else can you tell us about that and what you're urging people to do?
Well, I think that's what the governor's saying, and we're saying it locally: test, test, test. Many of the local restaurants have provided the testing facilities, some of the local churches testing facilities down here in Sussex County. I think many more people have been tested in the last week and a half or so. And that's where the outbreak is coming from. It's the restaurant community, as well as some of the younger people that have been going to parties. And I think it's very important for people to get tested. And I'm glad the state is providing a lot of that, as well as the local restaurants.
Here in our area, closer to Philadelphia, there have been some officials who have been urging people to consider not going to the beach this holiday weekend because of the crowds and the risk there. What would you say to people who are considering heading to Rehoboth Beach for the holiday weekend?
We still want people to come to the beach. It's the summer. This is our big time from an economic perspective. This is a big time for our visitors to have their vacations. We just want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to feel comfortable wearing masks. Social distancing, washing your hands, I think are all important things that we're going to have to do, whether it's this summer or all the way into the fall. But we still want people to come to town, enjoy themselves, but enjoy themselves safely, summer safely.
Safety is certainly key. Wear those face coverings to keep everybody safe. All right, Mayor Paul Kuhns of Rehoboth Beach, thanks so much for your time and have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, and you as well.
Thank you.